What's good with y'all, bro? I hope y'all having a good day, bro. Blessed day, you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all feeling good mentally. We about to react to the story of Rollin 40 Crip, 4 Extras, bro. So we gonna get into that. To shout out to Warren Cali for this video. You know what I'm saying? About to react to it. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm gonna detail the story of Rollin 40 Crip, 4 Extras. 4 Extras would be born in 1988 and grew up in South Central. His childhood, he would grow up in the Rollin 40 neighborhood Crips turf. The Rollin 40s are a gang located on the west side of South Central and was established over 40 years ago. They will become a well-respected gang and go to war with several gangs as well. 40s have several blood and Crip rivals that they beef with. They beef with blood gangs like the Rollin 20 Bloods, BPS, and the Brims. They also beef with several Crip gangs, with gangster Crip gangs like 5-1 Troubles, 5 Deuce Broadway Gangster Crips, and several other gangster Crips including the 5 Deuce Hoover Crips, who are part of the Hoover Car, but also part of the Gangster Car. But that makes them beef with the rest of the Hoovers as well. The 40s are neighborhood Crips, which includes several gangs in that alliance, and they're also in a part of the Rollin No Alliance, which includes gangs from the 30s to the 100s, meaning they're affiliated with every gang that's under those two umbrellas. In the past, the 40s have went to war with gangs that they were allies with, being the Rollin 30s and the Rollin 60s. And at a point, the 40s war with both of those gangs got deadly. But since then, their wars with those gangs has calmed down, and they have been associating with both of those gangs. The 40s have 4 cliques, like the Avenues, Parkside, Western Side, and the Dark Side, which used to be the Hoover's turf, but is now the Rollin 40s turf. The street lifestyle was all 4 Extras seen growing up when he went outside. With all his family being from the 40s, it was all he knew as a kid, so he would jump in the streets early, with his older cousins being a part of the 40s. He looked up to them and always wanted to be around them, so hanging out with his cousins led to him getting put on at the age of 11 years old. This will lead to him running for a phase and also a 4-man pack out just to join the 40s. All the people he fought was older teenagers, ranging from 15 to 17 years old. He will become a part of the Dark Side 40s.
Okay.
I'm born and raised in the hood, on Western Vernon. I'm born and raised in the set, in the 40s, South Central, off the back. Always hung with my cousin. You get what I'm saying? Especially growing up in the ghetto, you get what I'm saying? I ran after him. So, boom, I jumped off the porch at 11, I got put on.
But with his mom and dad finding out he was a member of the 40s, after he got a tattoo, they would spaz out. But at the same time, they would understand what era and neighborhood they lived in. His dad and mom wasn't involved in the streets. They promoted going to school and working hard. His dad was in the army, but 4 Extras went a complete different way in life. But being in the streets would immediately take a bad turn for 4 Extras. By the age of 12, 4 Extras would go to jail for attempted murder, and he would go to youth authority, where he would spend 4 years in jail and get out at the age of 16. But this would start his life of crime and his future of going in and out of jail. Just because a few months later, he would land back in jail over a gun charge, where he would receive 9 months. 4 Extras would go to camp for the gun charge. While in camp, he was non-stop fighting and having interactions with his rivals. After getting out,
Yeah, so 4 Extras he been a menace since he was like 12. Yeah, he been a menace. Non-stop fighting, yeah, he been a menace. Yeah, 4 Extras been a menace, bro. It's crazy, bro. Bro is a menace to society. Yeah.
for the gun charge at 17, just months later, he was back on the streets. He was doing whatever to make money, which included robberies and hitting licks on homes. He would later be arrested for a robbery at 18, and he would hit the LA County Jail for the first time. And you know the reputation of the LA County Jail, notorious for all the gang activity and reputation for being one of the toughest county jails in America. 4 Extras would later be sentenced to 6 years in prison. While in prison, he would experience riots, people getting stabbed, people dying, and being in plenty of altercations. He would only do 4 years out of his 6-year sentence and jump right back into the streets. Off his release, 4 Extras would focus on money and try to get legit businesses and put on for his hood. But this wouldn't last long. He would get sent back to prison for various charges, and these cases would have him doing a long bid. While in prison, 4 Extras would get an extra charge for stabbing his own homie, with his homie being exposed for being no good, which got him almost 2 extra years. While in prison, 4 Extras would decide to make the rest of his prison stint productive. He would read books and also write his own book. 4 Extras would do almost 10 years. 4 Extras would get out in 2023 and would make an immediate impact and splash on social media. He also gained a quick following. 4 Extras was the most get known after he did an interview with the podcast Drinks with Jinx Shout out to that platform. If you haven't already, watch 4X's interview on Drinks with Jinx channel. 4X's will talk about a lot of things in that interview, but most known, he talked about where he got into a fight with 107 Hoover rapper, Jack 5.
Right. You know what I'm talking
How about
about?
the famous rappers? I know you fought one of them.
Oh, which one you talking about?
Jap?
Jack from where?
The Snoop.
Oh, from Hoover?
Yeah.
Oh, he a rapper now?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man.
He
Man.
was.
He talking about the young kid, man. You know?
I heard he got hands,
Yeah.
though.
But
I heard he got hands.
Have it that day. Oh, shit. Have it that day.
Jack 5 gained a reputation for being an active Hoover, known for being a fighter and a boxer. So many people will question 4X's story. Jack 5 would say he only lost because he ran several fades, and 4X's fought him after he ran several fades. But 4X's would say this was a lie. 4X's would double down on what he said already on Cam Capone News and address the situation with him and Jack 5.
Everybody know my MO from the streets, to the jail system. You get what I'm saying? But they asked the question, what I'm talking about? I told him I booked him. You know what I'm saying? And I guess, his step-pops responded back with some lies, whatever his stepson told him. But they ain't on his step-pops, though, because he didn't know. He's going by what his stepson told him. But I had to set the record straight,
Of recently, 4X's has been promoting his book and has been doing several interviews with No Jumper, Cam Capone, and several other platforms. He's been promoting himself on Instagram as an influencer as well. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and...
No, I ain't gonna lie. 4X should been a menace, bro. 4X should been a menace. This video crazy. I ain't gonna lie. 4X should been a menace to society, bro. But yeah, man, that's gonna be the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Leave a like on the video, bro, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.